Hey guys, and welcome to ATM, About 2 Minutes. I appreciate you tuning in, and I know that your time is valuable, so I appreciate you sharing these minutes with us. Today's different. Instead of a devotional thought and an announcement, I want to share with you a status update on children's ministry. So our children's ministry team meets twice a week. We meet Mondays and Wednesdays, via Zoom, of course. And more we're getting questions about when children's ministry will reconvene. And you know what? That's a fair question. So here's the situation. We are continuing to follow guidelines provided by the state, specifically regarding social distancing. So the idea of bringing a classroom of first graders together and then having them sit 6 feet apart is not very realistic, right? So in the foreseeable future, May, June, I don't see us coming back together in that space. We have set June as a target for our church family and our first corporate worship. Now that's a target, and we're continuing to listen to Governor Abbott and the state to see if he is releasing more restrictions in that space. And if that happens, and we hope that it does, when that does happen, there will be corporate worship here on campus. But that will not be life groups or small groups for children or youth or even adults. As we come back together in corporate worship, we'll be following social distancing guidelines and working through that. So think of a stair step, right? Like a stairwell. You don't go from the floor to 6 feet in one jump, unless you're like J.J. Watt or something. You have to take stair steps. And coming back to church and children's ministry, as adult ministry and youth ministry will be the same. We will be stair stepping back. So how do we know when to take the next step? It's a great question. So that is going to be determined by some trigger points. There are two that are specifically in mind for children's ministry. Number one is guidance from the state. If Governor Abbott comes out and says, hey guys, listen, we're ahead of the game in this, and it looks fantastic, and we're going to ease restrictions on social distancing, that would be a clear indicator and a stair step for us that we can move towards small groups. Absolutely. But that hasn't happened yet. The second trigger point we're looking at is in August, the fall semester of school, and what school districts are doing. And if the school district returns to school and children return to classrooms in August, and I know every parent out there is hoping that they do, that's a trigger point for us as well to know that, you know what, it's now safe for us to come back together as groups. Guys, I hope that's clear. I hope that helps you understand kind of where we're at. In the meantime, we're continuing to come up with creative solutions. We need your ideas. We need your input to help us do effective ministry while socially distanced and online in the days to come. Guys, we love you. We're praying for you. Thanks for listening. Have a great weekend. Bye.